Hey guys, what's up? So today I am going to be doing a unboxing video, as you've probably read by the title, and today I am unboxing the GoPro Karma hand grip stabilizer. I have had this out the box and I have used it just to check it's all working, and so I could give you a little bit of information about it. I have seen a couple of people who are in the theme park community who do want to get these or want to know a little bit more about them, so I thought I would do this video. So let's go. So the box opens at the bottom here. It's very well packaged, by the way. I'm just going to peel the sellotape off, which I've already peeled off. And the box flips open at the bottom. First in the box you have all of the instructions, so product information, update your Karma grip, health and safety, and the let's get started guide, none of which I've read, by the way. And then in the box, that's the box empty, so we'll get that out the way. And it comes in this lovely GoPro branded hard casing, which is really nice, really sturdy. It's also got a wrist strap, so you can put it through your wrist for a little bit more secure grip. Seems very, very well put together. So we'll open the case up and show you what you get inside. So the zip is a little bit stiff on it. I'm assuming that's just because it's a hard case on the corners here. So when you open it up, you have obviously the stabilizer itself. There is a charging cable which slots in right there, which I've already taken out. There is an additional wrist strap for a little bit more security, the gimbal stabilizer itself, and there's an attachment ring here, which I'll show you what the features does after. Now this gimbal works with the Hero 5 Black, the Hero 5 Session, and the Hero 4 Black and Silver. If you do use it with the Hero 4 Black and Silver, you do need to get an additional mount, which isn't included with this stabilizer. That's an additional cost, and I am not sure how much it costs because I already have the Hero 5 GoPro. Now taking it out of the box, it's very well made. It's got a lovely rubber grip, so that's nice and sturdy. It seems very well made. Everything's nice and flush, and it's a lot more stylish than other gimbals that I have seen. There's a couple of gimbals out there which I have seen, and the quality, although looks good, the design isn't very desirable. But this is all flush. Although GoPro do not say that this is splash proof or waterproof, to me it doesn't look like getting a little bit of water on it would do it actually any harm, because on the charging port at the bottom is underneath like a rubber bung, you know, which pushes in. Everything is fixed inside of these rubber mounts here, so it's all flush. So to get the GoPro in, as you can see, there's already a case for the 5 to slot in, and the 5 slots in on the side using the HDMI output and the micro USB. So there's a little clip on the bottom there which you unclip. The GoPro opens up. Now with the Hero 5, it is waterproof out of the box, so you don't need any additional casing. However, when it's inside of the Karma grip, it's not waterproof. So what you have to do is the casing on the side, you have to press that down and then pop it so it's on a 45-degree angle, and then just unclip it. Now with this being removed, this isn't waterproof because this is all taken out, which the camera is having a hard time focusing. And once that's out, this will slide into the gimbal itself. I'll try and spin that round so you can all see. So that'll slide in nicely there. Just spin that round. It pushes in. You lock the little clip in place, and that's the gimbal closed. And that's basically it for setting the gimbal up. Now next is powering the gimbal up. I call it a gimbal, or is the Karma grip by name. The button on the side is either used to control the mode or the power. So you'll hold the power button down for a couple of seconds. It'll light up to tell you how much charge is in it. and that is the gimbal all started up. So if you haven't really seen a gimbal in use, as you can see where I'm moving the handle, the gimbal is staying perfectly still. So no matter where I move the handle, the gimbal is staying nice and smooth. It rotates very well. And the GoPro Karma is a 3-axis gimbal, meaning it has 3 motors. When you first turn it on, the GoPro will say USB connected, and then it actually changes to the screen that you would normally see, so you can see everything on the gimbal. So actually on the gimbal handle you have a battery status indicator. There's 4 lights to show you how much the battery is charged up. Them lights disappear after some time, but you can press the bottom button here which has the battery indicator on, and that will light up the status indicator at the bottom. Also the same button can be used to lock the GoPro orientation. So you can hold it, and if you see there, it stays the same, and then when you press it again, it releases it. It doesn't work from left to right, so if I hold it for left and right, it'll still spin, and it'll follow whatever I want it to follow, and then press it again, and it will release back down to get the free movement. On the gimbal handle as well, there's also a highlight tag button. So what that does is, while you're shooting, you can press that at a key moment inside of the video and it'll highlight it, so when you come to edit it later on, you know where the important bits of the video are, and it just makes it a little bit easier for editing. So basically you don't really need to touch the GoPro at all once it's inside of the gimbal housing. I don't know if the highlight tag system works with any other editors. I don't use GoPro Studio, I just use the raw footage in Final Cut Pro when I edit my videos, and I don't use anything else. So I would have a good guess at saying the highlight tag system only works with the GoPro Studio. I might have a look at the GoPro Studio software and see how efficient the highlight tag stuff works. Next button is the mode button, which also doubles up as the power button. If you press that, it cycles through the different modes. As you can see, the camera changing there. So now we are on burst, time-lapse video, and then again photo mode. And at the top here, the red circle button, what that does is that then either starts your recording, starts your time-lapse, or starts your photo. I've got it in photo mode at the minute, so press that and it's took a photo, and that's it. Also with this, you can still use the GoPro voice activation function. I don't have that turned on because it uses more battery, but you don't really need that if you're using this as well. And that's basically it for the features and the setup of the gimbal. Now the correct way to hold a gimbal is not actually like this. The best way to hold the gimbal is at 45-degree angle or horizontal like that, and that gives the gimbal the greatest movement. Also, you can put the gimbal upside down, and with the GoPro 5 it auto orientates to upside down, and then you can just spin it back around and it will auto orientate back over to the right way up. Now I haven't had a great chance to use the GoPro Karma stabilizer a lot yet because I've only had it maybe 2 days, and the weather's been terrible outside. I don't want to risk it and get the weather into the GoPro case. Like, obviously it's not advertised as waterproof, so I don't want to risk it. So I have got a little bit of sample footage which I'll put in now. I was testing out some cinematic footage and see how stable the GoPro was. The GoPro has built-in stabilisation, but it's only up to 60 frames per second at 1080. And the GoPro does go to 120 frames per second at 1080, but it doesn't have stabilisation. So every time I've tried to record slow-mo shots at 120 frames, it's always been really shaky. I did a couple of test shots with the GoPro Karma grip and they turned out pretty good. So I'm going to put these clips in now so you can see the sort of shots you can get. So that was some of the basic shots which I've got with the Karma. Again, I haven't had a chance to use it. If you are a follower of me on YouTube, my daily vlogs will have more and more cinematic stuff in. I might do a few cinematic only videos, like with drone shots in as well. But again, I'm just waiting for the weather to get better. One other feature which I forgot to mention, on the back of the GoPro is a little lock and unlock symbol. If you turn that to the unlock, the actual base of the remote comes off from the top. This is because you can remote mount the gimbal, and that is what the mountain ring which I showed you when I was unboxing it earlier is for. So that would mount all the way around there, and you can mount it to any of the GoPro accessories which you have. It's a standard GoPro mount, so you can mount it onto a car, onto your backpack, onto a helmet. The only downside is you have to have this connected to this with a wire. If you're in the UK, the wire costs £99.99, so £100 for a wire, and from what I believe, it is just a USB. It's a USB-C male to female, I think. Don't hold me on that, but the official one is GoPro. So you would mount this in like your backpack or next to you, and this would be on the mount with the mountain ring. Obviously connected via the wire. I have seen a couple of videos where people have had this in their backpack, but then you've got to have a wire trailing across. It's not ideal. I probably wouldn't never use it like this. I would never pay £100 for a wire. I mainly just bought it for the handheld type of shots. So that is the other feature of the Karma grip. Now, there has been a couple of issues, or glitches should I say, with the Karma grip as I've been using it the past couple of days. The first one is that sometimes when you turn the Karma grip off with the power button, it should automatically turn the GoPro off, and then that would be it. Then you would just put it away. I have had it a couple of times where it hasn't turned the GoPro off, and I've had to then press the GoPro button on the side to turn the GoPro off manually. It's not a big issue, it's just a software glitch. Hopefully a firmware update will sort this out. And I've also had the reverse happen. Once I've turned the GoPro on, the Karma grip on, it hasn't turned the GoPro on. And it hasn't some of the functions don't work. You have to press record on the GoPro. From what I've found is turn it off and turn it back on has fixed it every single time. One other neat little feature which I love about the GoPro Karma is it charges your GoPro whilst you're using it. So the other day I had the GoPro at 80% charge, the Karma grip was at 100% charge, and by the time I'd finished using it, the GoPro was at 100%. Now that's brilliant because the battery inside the GoPro 5 is not brilliant, especially with the screen, the voice recognition, the Pro Tune, the stabilisation, 4K, all eats up battery inside of the GoPro. So this is a handy little feature. I don't exactly know how big the battery is, but with a handle this big, I'm assuming the batteries are pretty size. I haven't had a full chance to use it and see how long it lasts without running it down. Again, that's going to be coming in the daily vlogs. I'll be using it. I'll drop a little mention in there. I've had a few people asking for the unboxing video and a little short review of it, hence why I'm filming this video now. But that's a neat little feature. Because I won't have to carry as many batteries. This isn't a main vlogging camera for me. I know people who do vlog on a GoPro, and that's totally your choice. It's just not for me. I just wouldn't want to be able to hold it like that. For me, the best camera is the G7X, or the one which I'm recording on now, but that's going to be a separate video. I'm going to do a small series on how to vlog and what equipment I use and whatnot. So that's basically it for my GoPro Karma unboxing video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have any more questions or something which I haven't answered. I'll try my best to answer them for you. Let me know if you've got one. Let me know what you think of the GoPro Karma, or even if you have the GoPro 5, I'd love to hear what you think of it. I think it's the best GoPro model which the company has made to date. It's absolutely awesome. So I'm going to enjoy using this bit of equipment. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay tuned.